Hey everyone, it's Noah and welcome to the Tuesday Tidbit for Tuesday, January 19th, 2021. So I just got done recording an episode of The Evergreen Show, which is a podcast that I record with Sean Veltman, who was my co-author on my third book, Dealing with Difficult Customers. He's also the co-host of the show. Now, Sean and I recorded 49 episodes of The Evergreen Show, and we stopped just shy of episode 50 about 2 years ago. Well, we decided it was time to start doing the show again. We just recorded an episode about Amazon and Amazon's success during the pandemic and how they've really been able to thrive, their ability to ship and deliver quickly and just have this massive takeover and make it really hard for a lot of companies to compete and live up to the expectations that Amazon has set. The Wall Street Journal just had an interesting article recently that said the new return policy of 2021 is no return policy. Keep the products, don't send them back because it's too expensive for us to bring them back. It's too expensive for us to figure out what to do with them after, so just keep it. We'll send you your money back. This puts a lot of pressure on different companies to try and compete at that level, and they can't. It's really hard. Well, in the podcast we recorded, we share a number of ways they can. Now, I think the lessons that were shared by Sam Walton in his book about Walmart many years ago ring true today, that you can't compete with Walmart on price, but you can compete with us in ways that by doing things that we can't do. Get out there and meet the customer, know their names, greet them, talk to them. I want to share an example of two companies that I was working with recently and just show you the sort of distinction between the two and how this other company took some really impressive steps. So I'm doing some construction work locally. I'm working with a number of contractors and we needed to get some work done in a commercial build. Well, two companies came to quote on the same thing. One of them called us up, asked a few questions, and then just sent over a quote. It was about a paragraph long. It said, here's the price, here's what we're gonna do, and away with it. Now, it was really quick, so the time factor was there. They said we can start next week. Just really quick, a quick phone call, and it was done. This other company, they came out, we had to meet with them, but they took time to walk us through and to show all the areas of concern. They pointed out things that we might not have picked up. They pointed out things that certainly the other company didn't know about. And they pointed out things that would absolutely need to get done from an inspection point of view. After that, they followed up with a quote. It was incredibly detailed. It walked through everything they were going to do, when they were going to start, when they would be completed, and what we could expect. After that, they followed up with a phone call to make sure I got the quote, to ask if I had any questions or if I needed clarification on anything. When I signed off on the quote, they showed up the next day when they said they were going to show up. So again, really simple. But what this company's done is they've taken the time to think about their customer experience from the point of first contact to the point of delivery and to a point of after delivery. And they've said, what can we do here to truly make this a valuable and meaningful experience for our customers? Now that's how you compete. That's how two companies are competing for business, and that's how one is getting the business over the other. So your challenge for this week is really simple. I want you to think about your customer experience and think about it across the board and ask yourself, what can we be doing at each step of the process to add value, to make it more meaningful, to make the process more personable. I want you to think about that as you go through the entire customer experience and just look for little simple tweaks you can do, things you can do, those follow-ups, those touch points, reaching out, showing up when you say you're going to show up. Most of us don't have billions and billions of dollars to compete with Amazon, but it doesn't mean we can't compete. It doesn't mean we can't provide an experience that's unparalleled to our customers from what they get from others. Everybody says they provide a great experience and a wow experience, but only a few companies do it, and I hope you do it too. We'll talk to you next week.